Day 5 of doing something to my Triumph until I can get it on the road. All right, today we're going to be working on the brake stay of the rear drum. I can't really do much with the brake rods and everything until I get that stay on. So in order for me to get the stay on, I need some brake rod, and yeah, it's a big process, but we'll get her done. So the brake stay is held on by this lower nut or bolt, I guess, on the drum, and then gets mounted to the frame, kind of where those marks are. I've kind of marked it out a little bit already, but yeah, there's a rod that kind of bolts to that and then mounts to the frame. So I've kind of already made up a bracket here that will mount to that. And then I've got this little tab made up already, and I'm just going to weld it to the frame right there and get it mounted. So pretty simple, but I needed to make sure that the brake rod going up to the primary mount for the brake lever will be in the right position. So I went and picked up this piece of 1/4-inch rod and kind of have it in an area where I think is going to work. Now, the stock rod kind of drops down at an angle towards the rear mount and pedal or brake lever, but I am going to relocate things up to near the top of the primary here. There's going to be a little bit of a lever here because I'm going to run forward controls, so I'm going to run another rod kind of angling down a bit. So this position will work for what I need. So I guess first things first, I need to clean this up here, get it down to bare metal so I can have an area to weld this tab onto. Now I'm just going to grind this down to flat metal. Looks all right. Also need to grind a small area down for the ground for the welder to attach to. So just a small chunk on the framer here. Close enough to where I need to weld to, so it's not going throughout the entire frame, but yeah, that'll do. Did pick up this sweet new auto dimming welder's helmet, $60 on Amazon. Not bad. Already tested it out. Works really good. So yeah, excited about that. Now I'm just going to basically assemble this so that I can bolt the tab that I need to weld onto the frame, and it can be sitting in the right position. So we'll get this all put back together. There you go, sitting nice and flush against that frame rail, and all tightened up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a tack on there and make sure she's good to go. All right, a bit better. Still pretty crappy in there, but nothing a grinder can't clean up. Gotta clean up that tab a little bit too, so all good. All right. I mean, it's as smooth as it's gonna get. She's on there. She's welded on there, so she's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna clean up these corners and pretty much done with that. Just throw a bolt through there. And one thing that I did forget to mention was the fact that my sissy bar will sit kind of on an angle like this. So with this brake bracket here, and I needed to put the stay where it's at because this will come up to about here fully engaged. So if I brought this bracket any farther back this way, this brake bracket here will come up and I won't get full engagement on that drum. It'll hit the sissy bar here. So it's another reason why I did it the way I did. There should be. Brake lever is going to work good. Yeah. So I need to figure a few things out, I guess. Next step would be to run this brake rod up to the primary area to build a little bracket, and it's going to have two heim joints on it, one for this back brake rod and one for the front forward control rod. So I'm going to be mounting those kind of off of the primary area right here. It'll have a small bracket getting mounted to here with some bushings here, I guess. And then it'll come up here. I might have to put a little bit of a bend in there and kind of 45 and 45 it over. And because it hits the frame here, so. But yeah, hind joint up here with a lever that kind of goes this way. And then another hind joint right here going out to the front rod. And then that front rod will have a 45 on it to make it up to the front forward controls there. Little bit by little bit, she'll be back. All right, finished her off with a nice little taper. Kind of tapers down to a little bit of a smaller point on this side. You know, I think it was 1 1/8 on this side and 1 inch on this side. So not too bad looking. I rounded the corners off. So I'd call her pretty much finished. What do you guys think? Leave a comment what I could have done better in the comment section below and let me know. I'll be doing a little more fab things. My welding skills aren't obviously the best, but that's what you get for amateur. You know, I got a little 120 MIG welder that has gas in it, but does the job for these little jobs, I guess. So like I said, guys, if you guys know any better ways to do things like this, please don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. Any help would be appreciated. This is my first build. And like I said in very first video, every dollar I make off of social media will go towards building this bike. I'm at $0 right now, actually probably negative a couple $100 by now. So, but yeah, please make sure you guys are commenting, liking, sharing this stuff with me or for me, I guess. And that'd be very much appreciated, guys. on to day 6, I guess, next one. So keep tuning in, keep watching, and watch this build progress through its ways. Next step is to get some tabs welded on to the oil tank and get that mounted. So till next time, guys.